Let there be peace and love among all beings of the universe. Let there be peace. Let there be peace. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaskar, Namaskar. Welcome to Satsang. Dear Papaji, dwelling in the heart of the Master becomes dwelling in the heart of the Divine, becomes one heart, one pulse, no heart, dissolution, all. Before I arrived in Lucknow, a waking experience occurred in the night. The body dissolved and through a passageway like doorways, I moved until exquisite. I can't read this letter from this person. Beverly, who's Beverly? Please come here. Help me read your letter. Sit on here so that I show you this way. Okay.
Exquisite mauve and blue.
What this?
Mauve, a color. The color. Mauve, like purple, like
And
lavender.
blue was seen. Then all color dissolved into emptiness. Silence. In the space where some geometric forms, some still, some vibrating, dissolving, reappearing. Also there was sound. Sound of vibration. Other sounds. Soundless sound. What do you mean by soundless sound?
A sound that I've never heard this sound.
Yeah.
The sounds in the ordinary world, the day-to-day world.
Word is a sound.
World is a sound?
Word. And when you speak, word
Is a
becomes
sound.
word,
Yeah.
sound. And now you call it soundless. We speak with sound, no? Om. We say Om is a word. So it becomes sound. Isn't it? Word.
Yes.
Word is a sound.
Yes.
And sound is word. So you say soundless sound. What do you mean?
Sound, I can't. This being cannot make that sound that I hear, like a symphony of sounds. Different sounds. Vibration has a sound. Yet the eye that is here doesn't hear that sound in daily life.
Soundless sound, you say, no? Here, soundless sound. Okay, then I explain to you.
Okay.
When we speak a word, it is sound.
Yes.
Before this word is uttered, it was a thought. It must be thought before you speak. Before it becomes a word, it must be a thought in the mind that what you are going to speak. So before word, thought. Right?
Yes.
So where is the thought? And the thought is silent, yet sound, because it has intention to speak.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
follow?
Follow. Yes.
Okay. So when it was a thought only, it has intention to form a word. Then you utter any word. The first word in the world was Om, which doesn't mean anything. So it comes from the thought. So when this word is rising from a thought, and that has intention to speak. So where does this thought rise from? Where does the thought rise from?
Nowhere.
Where does the thought rise from? See? So first is, you see, tongue speaks. Tongue is speaking.
Tongue
You need
speaks.
tongue to speak a word. Then it will become sound with the tongue. And then before it was a thought. Where was this thought? So sound is rising from thought itself. So where is this thought, you see? It must be somewhere within, is it?
It must be somewhere.
It must be somewhere. This thought must be somewhere, you see. So it is beyond that. heart. You are touching this heart. So we have four kinds of speech. Four kinds of speech, I will translate. Para, Pashyanti, Madhyama and Vaikri it is called. What you speak, what can be heard and understood is called language, word. Before that you can call it hear something. Yet a sound you can't hear, murmuring, whisper in the throttle sound, throat,
Right.
throttle, and then it comes to the tongue, you can speak. And before that throttle is where? It's somewhere in the heart. It is Pashyanti, which is somewhere in the heart. Somewhere in the heart, heart to throat, throat to tongue. Yet it is another depth where there is silence, you see. Para means beyond. Para, Pashyanti, Madhyama, Vaikri. Para is beyond, nobody knows. So when it enters the heart, it is called Para, Pashyanti, Para, Pashyanti, and Madhyama is here, and then it means uttered, it can be uttered, you see. These are four kind of sounds. And now it comes from beyond. Sound is taken from beyond. So you have to go from there to pick up a word. There is the store of the words. So there you have to keep quiet. And I believe that is called silence, not when we keep quiet. When we don't speak, it is not silence, you see. Yet you are thinking somewhere else. Therefore, it is not silence. And some are just like here, murmuring, thought rises, you don't express it. It stays up to here. Then in the middle, somewhere near the heart. And beyond the heart means you can take it in the emptiness of the heart. You are going along with? Yes?
I'm in the emptiness of the heart.
Emptiness, yes, you said it, but now explain it.
Okay. Explain it, please. Continue.
Otherness, soundless sound, the forms appearing, this or this from here.
Forms appearing, where beauty beyond beauty.
Where beauty beyond beauty. The sound also. The forms were also formless. Very beautiful experience. Huh? Coming from emptiness. So from emptiness everything is arising. Even this universe arises from that emptiness of the heart, like waves from the ocean.
Yes.
The sound, nothing.
Nothing I have heard in daily reality.
The sound, nothing.
Yeah.
I have heard in daily reality. This sound of nothingness you hear in the daily reality of sounds? What do you mean? The sound, nothing.
Well, it's the sound of nothing.
Sound of nothingness?
Yes. And then normally in my life when I'm in illusion, this sound I don't hear.
You don't hear?
Yeah.
Normally in my daily life, this sound, which sound?
The silence.
Which?
Silence.
Silence, I don't hear, okay. So, you are coming from silence, isn't it? Or you are going back to silence? From daily life to silence, are you proceeding now, or from silence to daily life?
Well, then the silence started to happen in daily life.
No, are you coming now? These all forms are also come from emptiness, no?
Yes.
And this emptiness in the heart.
Yes.
Okay, now you have to step out from emptiness, isn't it?
Yes.
So when you step out of emptiness,
Yes.
which is this step called?
When I step out of
Just
emptiness.
now you said, I am not silence. That's what you spoke just now. I am not silence in my daily life.
When I'm in illusion, I'm not silent.
Okay, that's what you are not silent
Yes.
when you are in daily life.
Yes.
Okay, now you are returning from emptiness, isn't it? You have touched emptiness, no?
Yes.
Now you want to step out of emptiness. Step out of emptiness, isn't it?
It is stepping out of emptiness. Yes.
Now step out.
Step out. Yes.
Where did you leave emptiness behind? So that it doesn't follow you. What do you mean
nowhere. Can't. Right now, I'm not. Right now, I don't leave emptiness behind.
Right.
Yes.
So you are in daily life also.
Yes.
There are so many people, you are speaking also.
Yes.
And you are
Empty.
empty.
Yes.
Then what do you mean by this?
That was the illusion, me going back and forward. Yes.
What?
Yeah.
What do you say?
Means nothing.
Nothing. Wherever you go, the emptiness follows you and you follow emptiness.
Yes.
And all around there is emptiness. All your activity is in emptiness. Isn't it?
It is.
It is. Excellent. That's all what has to be understood. Just as in the dream, and in the dream you marry. I hope you don't mind this. You marry in dream, I say. No?
Beautiful.
You marry, and you have many children also. In the dream, children. And then once upon a time you wanted to go with your children to teach them swimming. The flood came. The children all washed away. And you are crying on the death of the children. They are washed away. You are crying. You must be very sorry,
Yes.
for the swimming, and they have become the river itself. You couldn't teach them swimming. Now meanwhile, another gush of wind came. Another.
Yes.
And then you woke up from the dream. And you know all these happenings, isn't it? Will you be in grief?
No more.
No more. Why?
It never happened.
Not has happened. It happened. It has happened.
It's
Now
over.
you understand. It has never happened. Happening has never happened. This is daily life.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Hallelujah.
When you are awake, all these happenings go away. You may remember, but you laugh at this joke. No? Where are my children? Where is the river? Where is swimming? Now you are awake. You may remember everything, but still in the inner of your understanding, you know all this is a dream.
Yes.
And this has to be understood, and this is called freedom. And freedom is always there. Only you dreamt, but you are still dreaming. And satsang is a place which wakes you up.
Right.
Not that you get anything, but it wakes you up so that your doubt, your dream leaves you and you are happy. Still you can remember, oh yes, I am playing with my children, play with the children, but you are sure this is a dream. Then this silence will always be there, where you are. So this silence is always there, whether you are in the daily life or you are sleeping. It is always there. Since arriving here and being at satsang with you, this waking state is experienced daily. Here you are. Hooking out, looking at plants on the balcony, the plant farm dissolves to cells. The cells vibrating and talking to and with the cells in what I have known as the body. The cells of all this that exist are the same. Your body cells, isn't it?
Yes.
And the cells of other objects that you see are the same. Because you have reduced your body physicality and mentality into cells now. The cells are there, billions of cells are in the body. And there are cells, all this world is full of cells only. When you return to your original nature, at least to cell, and beyond is much beyond that cell also. Cell also must come from somewhere else. But now even staying at the cell is a beautiful life to live. You can speak, you can feel oneness with rocks, with plants, with birds, with animals, with human beings. A beautiful family you can live at least when you return to cells, when you see your relationship through the cells throughout the world. So beyond, yet the work is yet incomplete. Okay, I will see. Let me read the letter first. Self. So in peace, the cells are destroyed, but mind has reduced to cell instead of appearing as physical bodies. It has reduced to cell, and now this cell is returning back to its previous place. From where does it appear from, arise from? There is peace, you see. There is peace in
the market.
In the
market, going to the market.
In the market, dissolution of the body and thought at one while walking through space.
Hearing. While walking through space, again hearing. Hearing daily sounds,
seeing forms, yet also formlessness, peace, sound, beyond sound. Now you are returning from that to here. This is good. So that should be the experience which you cannot forget. I have come. Now you have come from Vancouver, no?
Yes.
You don't forget. You may be here, but you don't forget Vancouver, no? Isn't it?
Yes, at times I don't forget Vancouver.
Vancouver, you don't forget, unless you sleep.
Unless I sleep.
When in sleep there is no Vancouver and no Lucknow also.
Right?
Okay.
There's nothing.
Nothing. So this is called peace.
Yes.
And when in the subconscious mind, Vancouver is lying dormant. When you want to remember, it's there. Yes.
Yes.
So like this, you must remember this formlessness, peace and soundless and beyond sound. This you must keep in your mind like Vancouver, maybe in Lucknow.
Okay.
Each time seems to begin with resolution of thought and body. No, again you are going. Where is the body here now?
The body came back again.
Okay, let it come. Let it come like children.
Yes, they're back.
At some point, eventually, thought begins accompanied by feeling and pain deepen what I have known as the body. How can you begin again this pain and the body? At some point, where is this point now?
When thought appears again. When thought appears.
So that thought is not yet completely burnt.
Then I talk about burning. It seems each time lately the thought comes up, the body appears, then the flames, then it's like burning the thought.
Where does the body arise from? Body has returned back to cell now. Body has returned to cell, and this cell has spread throughout the universe. And now this cell also has gone beyond its source of the cell, and then it found peace. Why did you jump out of this peace? Where did you bury this idea of body that I don't understand?
There's been periods of time of allowing that, and then the thought appears and there's a clinging to that thought.
Yes, but there is no difference between thought and time. Which is this time?
Which is this time?
This time when the thought can come. Thought and time is both dissolved into silence, into peace. Then how does it again rise?
I don't know. Work pretty hard to do it. Really? It's hard work.
Yes, you understood it. Means you have only understood it logically.
That part, yeah.
It proves you understood it logically, not in practice. Not in practice. All what you write, the mind is grasping very well, understanding very well, isn't it? Everybody is understanding. But what has been understood by the mind is not truth. That also you must keep in mind. What all you can understood and what all the mind can grasp is not truth. You have to leave behind the mind and go alone. Leave your body behind and thought behind and also the intention behind. Intention also for which you are going. No intention should be in your mind at all. Even intention for peace should be left behind because it's only an intention. No intention should be there even for peace. Then you can never return back from that peace. See, this peace also is a word. What we utter, what we read is only a word. And when you denuded this word peace out of this wordiness of peace itself, denuded this peace so that it is no more a word. Understand?
Then there's emptiness or there's nothing.
Something. Yeah. If you can, whatever you can follow, don't touch it. Whatever you can understand, don't touch it. This conversation, don't touch it. As it has happened in the dream, like you went to swimming with your children. Like that, you reject everything. Up to my last word. Then go alone. If you want to find peace, okay? Now feel pain and pain. What do you mean by this here, where you have gone alone?
Nothing. It's not there.
Not there.
It's not there.
What is there? Who is there? What is there? Who is there to have peace and who is there to suffer pain?
No one.
No one?
No one. No one.
No one. Okay. Okay, I don't read your letter. This peace, this bliss, this happiness, this freedom, this enlightenment is a finger pointing to somewhere else. Don't hold this finger. Don't hold this finger. This is freedom. This is emptiness. Don't hold this finger. Don't utter this word.
Somehow there's the finger pointing, but there's no finger.
If you point, I point the finger to the moon and you catch hold of my finger, it's not the moon.
Yeah.
You have to reject my finger too.
Yeah.
Then only you can see the moon. Finger is on the earth, moon is in the skies. What a distance.
Yes. Yes.
So you have been holding the finger. This is peace and you are sitting on my finger. Now reject all fingers, pointing to anything, you see.
Yeah.
Any process, any practice, everything is pointing to something. Therefore, you have to reject everything. And reject also the one who is rejecting.
Right. Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, sit down now. This is called bliss, you know.
Yes.
And peace also.
And peace.
Yes. Don't you feel disturbed?
Huh?
Disturbed?
No.
I feel disturbed.
Are you disturbed?
Yeah, very
Oh.
much disturbed.
Oh.
Disturbed to hold satsang now.
Would it help if I sat beside you?
What?
Would it help if I sat beside you?
What?
Would it help if I sat beside you?
Then all the more worst. It is better you go to your seat.
Oh,
Then I will speak. If you see old friend after many years, how happy you could be. A friend whom you had seen as a class fellow, classmate, and then this boy goes abroad for some study, and you see after many years in the market. And what happens? You are so happy that you can't speak. You only hug him and kiss him, that's all. Isn't it? That friendship is there.
no matter what. Yes. So, shall I go back to my seat?
Yes.
See you later.
Papaji, recently I just gave up trying. I was surprised to find myself quietly roaring. Since then, my interaction with the world has changed from a detached and dry outlook to an interested and involved and active one. Since then, my interaction with the world has changed from a detached and dry outlook to an interested and involved and active one. The world looks even more like a theater. Now I am included in the East rather than being separated as an observer. I will read again. I'll go with the and involved and active one. The world looks even more like a theater, but now I am interested in the cast rather than being separated as an observer. I can feel who's Om? Om, come here. What is this?
Heaviness.
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 That's heaviness. Now I can feel a heaviness attached to any action or thought that originate with I. But at times, maybe through habit, find myself reverting back to separation. However, I feel a fire growing. I feel a lion. I feel
Lion growing. A lion growing.
lion growing. Am I insane? Please help me find my balance in this transition, in much dedication, devotion to the truth. So there could be only one solution for this insanity. As you say, this I is insane. This I is insane, and then it cannot roar. Insanity cannot roar. It can only cry. It's the lion that roars, and lion is one who is not a sheep. And anybody, any animal that identifies itself with I is a sheep, cannot be a lion. Lion is one who has no I. Then if you get rid of this I anywhere, somewhere, then the roar will automatically come, because you have to wake up now. And you wake up, and when you wake up, you have to roar, because now you need food, and you have to hunt for other animals, and they will all run away, but you will pounce on something and eat away. And then you will roar and sleep. What you have got with theaters. So that is what the habit of lion is. And out of the sheep. Sheep are all going to slaughterhouse. Everybody who is a sheep has to go one day to the slaughterhouse. Butcher is following him, herding the sheep. And there can be no lion herd. They are always called shepherd, sheepherds. And sheep are always, goats and sheep are always herded to the slaughterhouse. And who are these sheep? Sheep are ones which they say, they bleat, I. They are the sheep. And once you stop bleating,
so I feel things changing inside. I feel things changing inside. But it seems slow to me. It seems...
It seems, and I again, this I said, is a sheep going to slaughterhouse. Speak something, don't bleat. Speak something and don't bleat. I. Don't bleat. Now you speak to me. No.
There seems nothing to say. There seems nothing to say.
Who is David? David, please come here. Dear Papaji, some people say that a strong desire for liberation will take one to the goal. Yes, it is true. Some say, those who say this strong desire for liberation will take one to the goal. This is very true, because there are millions of desires in men, no? So they have at least come to one. Now, from your city you want to go to another town where there is some function, and you have decided to go on that function. So you have left all other desire, all other appointments of this side. In this town, you have picked up only one desire, and to go on the other side of the river to attend this function. This is one desire now you have picked up out of many other appointments, many other engagements that you usually daily have, but you picked up now, I have to attend this function, so across the river. So this must be there. This must be there. Those people are engaged this side, they will carry on, but they will not attend the function on the other side. Now you go to the river, because you have to attend the function which is on the other side of the river. So this desire is taking you at least to the bank of the river. Now to go on the other bank of the river, you have to take a boat to ford across the river. So you sit in the boat. Now the same desire makes you sit so that you have no connection with this city at all. This city is situated on this bank. Another function is on the other bank. So this desire is responsible to detach you from the town and makes you sit in a boat of desire of freedom. This is a boat. I want to be free is a boat. So other bank is there. Other bank has arrived, and the boat is embarked near the shore, and you stepped out of it, isn't it? Now the others say, even this desire of freedom, others say that even this very desire of liberation, like other desire, keeps one from the freedom. Yes, you want to attend the function. Will you continue sitting in the boat with this desire, which brought you from the city to this, I want to be free, and this is the boat of freedom, meditate or do whatever you want. This is a boat of freedom. And if you are sitting, you are not attending the function. So what you have to do? Reject this boat and go alone. Not carry the boat on your head. If you carry the boat on the head or any attachment with this thing, you are still not attending the function. So jump out of the boat. So this desire is left behind. Now you are in the function. So both are correct. Both are right. Desire of freedom. Very few people can even desire for freedom. You are coming from some family from some country, isn't it? Do you hear this word? I want to be free from your parents, from the society, from friends, from relatives, from priests of the churches even. They don't aspire for freedom. Who is the one? Very few have done it, you see. So this desire for freedom has brought you here. And here is still a boat. Satsang is a good boat. Good boat. Yeah. And this girl from Vancouver has been very clear how to step out of the boat also. And then all of us have seen how when you leave behind the desires, even desire for freedom, and what happens? Only happiness, you see, to enjoy this function of love, beauty, and peace. So both are correct. It is even said that since we are already enlightened, that there is nothing whatsoever to do. Where did you hear from this? You would never have heard from anyone that you are already enlightened. From where did you hear to write down?
I read this. Read this in books.
What?
I've read this in books. Actually, I haven't heard it from someone.
I don't think there is any book which declared you are already free. Tell me, give me the name of that book.
The Avadhuta Gita. The Avadhuta Gita. No. My understanding is that.
But Avadhuta Gita is not a book. You made a mistake to read it. Who recommended you this book? It is, first of all, the meaning of the book that you refer is, Gita means happiness, song after enlightenment. Song of the Avadhuta, one who has rejected everything, including freedom, desire of the world, desire of heavens, desire of anything. One who has rejected, this is called Avadhuta's dance song. Then it's a mistake to read such books, you see. Now you are in trouble, you see. Neither you can hold desire for freedom, nor giving up the desire for freedom, and not this that you are already free. What to be done? Don't read, therefore I said, don't read any books. Read your own book, open your own book. First of all, that is the best book to study, which is lying open pages in the emptiness of your heart. Read it first. And it is available without any cost. Here and now, you need not go to any library also. Why don't you open this? This Avadhuta Gita you must have purchased somewhere. You must have paid for it. And it is useless because you are still in doubt. And this Avadhuta has danced after enlightenment. You see. Therefore, you should not read books. This is, if you read books in pre-enlightenment period, you are destroyed. In post-enlightenment period, you can do whatever you want. You can read books, you can dance, you can do whatever you want as a free person. Does the very act of sitting quietly with an empty mind bring one to liberation? Yes, it does. For 1 second. For 1 second of your age now, you must be 30s, about 30s. How much?
32.
30, okay. Up to 30 years. Not even 30 months, not even 30 hours, not even 30 minutes, not even 30 seconds. Just 1 second you sit quiet and you are free. This I tell you. And you prove that I am not correct. First do it 1 second. You must give at least 1 second to you in 30 years, isn't it? Shouldn't you? Now you sit quiet for 1 second and tell me who you are. Have you got a desire for freedom? Or you are free? Or whatsoever. You speak within this second. You see.
I am free.
Huh?
I am free.
Yes, then. How much time does it take to be free then?
No time.
No time. Any desire for freedom?
No.
Did you go across in a boat on the other side of the river?
Yes.
1 second only. And without doing, what have you done? Where did you travel to? Did you use plane, train, and car to go where? Nothing, nowhere to go. Here and now. You have to open your book where this is written. You are already free, I am already free. Yes, just in 1 second, because you are not to move. You have to keep quiet for 1 second, and this book is readily available to every person. But no one has time to look within, but millions of years we are looking outside on the other side of the river, listening to this man and that man. Someone says, you must sit in the boat and cross the river and go and attend the function on the other side. All saying, and none has ever done it. No one has even become free by going on the other side of the river. There is no river, there is no boat, and there is no function. No? What should we do?
Just be.
Get rid of this city itself, where you are so much attached to. This city is troublesome, understand? All the friends are your enemies. Tell me, in this city, who is your friend? All your enemies. Who is your friend?
Myself.
Inside, if you dive within yourself and return to your heart, in the emptiness of the heart, you will find everyone friendly to you. You can even deers, elephants, tigers are your friends. All plants are your friends, all rocks are your friends. Just in 1 second you can get it. And no one can spend even 1 second for himself. All the time is spent for others. From birth to death, you belong to someone else. You have not tasted your own life, your own essence of bliss, peace, love. You have never seen, which is readily available to all beings here and now. I am very much confused by the apparent contradictions of effort and no effort. Here you are neither making effort nor no effort, this second. In this 1 second, are you going to make a tunnel into the mountain? You are not done. Have you dug a well in the earth? What effort did you do? You didn't do any effort. And any effort and no effort. And even no effort you have not done even no effort. No effort is, I will not sit here. This is no effort. Sitting is no effort, no, here. So I will not sit, I will run away from here. So no effort is not done. Effort is not done because you are told to sit quiet. This quietness doesn't involve any effort or effortlessness. Simply keeping quiet. As you go to sleep, which effort do you make? And which effort do you abandon? When you are sleeping, what are you doing? Nothing. So you are not doing anything even during sleep. Then how do you feel in sleep? Confusion, as you write. Are you confused? Are you unhappy? No, not happy. Even in sleep, gives you rest for 5-6 hours. No? Simply by not doing anything, simply by not entertaining any desire. And only one desire you had in your mind, I want to go to sleep. I want to be free. And beyond that is not known. Beyond that will be available when you give up this effort, I want to sleep. And if you go on chanting, I want to sleep, I want to sleep, I want to sleep, will you sleep? No. You will trouble others also not to sleep. You have to give up this effort of even speaking, not to sleep. Then, when you give up this thought not to sleep, you will enter somewhere else that you do not know. And that is the product of neither effort nor non-effort. And that state is always there. But you got involved in many other engagements, what to do? And you are confused. If there is any confusion still persisting, you can ask me. You sit here and find out what other confusion is still hanging on you. Casimo Papaji. Casimo? Okay. My name is Dhyan Bodhi. I arrived some days ago and I feel very lucky to have met you and to be able to be with you. I had a plan to go to Pune, where I have never been, and ended up in Lucknow. I am very happy about it. I am grateful to existence for meeting you. I feel I can continue on my path with your help. Who's this? Dhyan Bodhi? Dhyan Bodhi, please come here. Ended up in Lucknow. I feel I can continue on my journey with your help. No, you have not come here to continue your onward journey. You have to discontinue your journey.
I hope.
He hopes.
He hopes? From?
Italy.
Italy. Italy. My path is very, 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 very long, Papaji. I have very big problem which is torturing me. I love the inner silence, but it is torturing me. This is not true, Silence doesn't torture you. What do you mean by silence that tortures you?
esterno, cioè su di me, diciamo, sono pieno con questo silenzio esterno, no? Ma poi la mente comincia, diciamo.
He loves outer silence, yeah. But whenever he's in silence, then his mind starts running, and so that tortures him.
My mind is doubting this silence. I feel that my freedom is a prisoner of my mind. I had a very Catholic upbringing and later turned into an atheist. Either way, I could not find contentment. I am still searching. I feel empty inside and want to fill it up. You have not become even an atheist. What do you mean by atheist? What is atheist? Not believing in anything is atheist.
Appunto per adesso, diciamo, ci sto ancora cercando perché non avevo di essere stato più ateista. Cioè la mia ricerca
That's why he's still searching, because he hasn't. He says that's why he's still searching, because he realized that he can't be an atheist.
No. He said, I have now become an atheist. He is not atheist even.
Do not say an atheist.
Atheist means not to believe in anything, in any person. Yes.
Pensavo
That's
di essere un ateista, invece adesso che non lo sono, perché sto ancora cercando.
When he was younger, he thought he was one. Then he understood he wasn't.
wasn't.
Yeah.
So not even atheist, not even Catholic. Neither believer nor non-believer. Neither Catholic nor atheist. Okay? Now you find out who you are. Now.
Ancora sto cercando di capire.
Now you tell me who you are. Neither believe nor disbelieve. Neither believe anything nor disbelieve anything. Then who are you? If you say yes, you believe. If you say not, you disbelieve. And if you believe, you are Catholic. If you don't believe, you are atheist. Find out who you are.
Io appunto non voglio credere, voglio sentire.
He doesn't want to believe, he wants to feel. He doesn't want to believe, he wants to feel in there. He does not want to believe, he says. He wants to feel, to experience in there.
Yeah, this is also believing. To have an experience, you are believing in experience.
Sto cercando queste esperienze, cioè non ho mai fatto esperienza, ho sempre creduto a qualche cosa che mi dicevano gli altri, no? Ora sto cercando questa mia esperienza.
So he said he always has been believing in what the other people have been saying to him. Now he wants to find out for himself with his own experience and not just listen and believe.
That's what I say. Now you say, now you say, who am I? Who am I?
Chi sono?
Yes. Who are you?
You say too.
I don't know.
Very good. Very good. Very good. Okay. When you say I don't know, I don't know anything, isn't it? Then you are happy. You must be happy because when you sleep, you don't know anything, and you are happy. You don't know anybody. In the sleep, you are happy. In this, isn't it? And now you say also, I don't know.
And in this moment he feels very happy. In this moment he feels very happy.
In this moment you are happy, no? Yes. So in this moment neither you are Catholic nor atheist. This moment is this moment. And this moment what you are. This is not the time moment. This is out of time. In this moment you are not touching anyone. Stay in this moment. In this moment for 1 second, no? In 1 second. Just explain. In Sicilian or Italian? Okay. Yeah. In this moment, 1 second, 1 second. 1 second is what is in Italian? Un secondo. Only stay in this and tell me. This 1 second is Catholic or
E un secondo dove sta qua felice.
It's a second where he's here, right here, and very, very happy, he says.
He's happy. He looks happy. I'm not reading his letter, no. So, in the quarter of the letter, he became happy, so why to read?
Ha detto che non continuerà a leggere la tua lettera della seconda parte, però sei diventato felice, quindi non vuole più
Come on, sit, tell. He is happy. He says, why is happy?
Papa, he wrote exactly that he wishes so much that you hug him. That's what he wrote at the end of the letter. That he wished so much that you would take him in your arms.
Inside.
Inside, yeah, it has
Outside.
It has happened, no, I hugged you. You do not know. You want hug from outside.
No, he said inside and outside.
That is done. That I have done, you ask, that hug you do not know yet.
Dice un abbraccio è sempre dall'esterno, quell'altro abbraccio non conosci ancora.
He's a good boy, eh? He's good. Where does he come from?
Bravo ragazzo, Palermo in Sicily.
Sicily then. Good. Sicilian boys are good, no?
Some, yes.
Good.
I'm very lucky. I am very, very lucky.
Good, he's a good boy.
Sei un bravo ragazzo. Buon ragazzo.
Good.
Molto bene.
This moment, this single 1 second is still going on, no?
Questo secondo sta continuando e senza fine, questo secondo.
Vorrei che tutti i secondi fossero così.
He would like that all the seconds be like this.
This second, you cannot go out of this second.
Non puoi uscire da questo
Ah,
secondo.
this second is very lovely. This second is full of love.
Questo secondo è pieno di amore.
It's first time in India?
First time in India, yes. Sei la prima volta
Prima
in
volta
India.
che vengo.
Yes.
Knows? He knows everything. Dear Papaji, the ancient Greeks said, Gnoti se uton, recognize yourself. Gnoti de uton. This goes very near to Sanskrit. Gnoti means know, knowledge, gnan. Uta means Atman. Utam Atma. So know thyself. So this is Greek. No? Greek, this was written, this recognize yourself. This was written above the portal of the temple in Delphi. On the other inner side of one could read, and then you will recognize God and the world. There I doubt, I don't agree. The second part, on the inner part, I don't agree, because recognize yourself. This was written above the portal of the temple in Delphi. On the other side, I think, having known the self, there are no sides at all, and there are no temples at all, and there are no other side and this side at all. So one side, this side is quite enough of the temple, and perhaps it must have been written on the other side, inner side of one could read, then you will recognize God and the world. I think this people may have read only this, recognize God and world. And nobody has looked this side of the temple at all. If they had, then where is God and where is the world? So know thyself, know your own Atman means having known that you have known everything. You have known everything. So, in all what is, all is no thing. So this was all. This was all, and this all also, know thyself also, is a finger pointing to somewhere else that I speak. This is not enough, simply read. Know the self, and reading this you have still not recognized the self. Still this is finger pointing. Sit down quietly and see what does it mean. This may be a finger pointing to the moon. Know thyself is a word. Leave behind this word. Don't touch this temple at all. Now go alone, leaving behind everything, even thought, even the reader. Let the reader must also stay in the same temple, you see. And then go towards to recognize, which can be recognized without the one recognizer and the recognized itself. Then this cognition is a wonderful recognition. In this evening, I returned from Hazratganj, the Hotel Carlton, by rickshaw. It is dark and few street lights are shining. On top of the tower of the Christian church, I can see a light cross by light bulbs, and above that cross is the Jewish star, cross and star shining on me, and instantly I can see it is one and the same, God and the self, wherever, one and the same, entirely self and God. In the same instant, in between 2 seconds, an undescribable feeling of loving God overwhelms me. Then you didn't believe what is written on that. You see, believing God is not, what does it mean? Believe your own self. Recognize your own self. First you must be there, and then you project idea that there is God. You must be there as a prayer, as a worshipper, then the worshipped will be later. So loving God, you must love. You are whatever is more ancient, is more earlier. Who God is earlier or you are earlier? First you must be there, and then this concept that there is a church. In the church there is God. On the head of that God there is a star. And this star is a Jewish star. Why so much complications? Why not stay quiet? All these things will come around you to beg peace from you. Of loving God overwhelms me, aware of it and being it at the same time. This awareness and being myself, I can see me as one aspect of myself. Sitting on a rickshaw, tears of joy filling my eyes, there is no time to space, no space. I am this now and here. Here you have come. I am this now and here. In this now and here, what church is there? In this now and here, I know this is never to be lost. So before that, whatever experience you had, you entered into that experience, and where you enter, you have to go out of it. Which is not abiding is not truth. Truth must be always there. Truth must not disappear. Whatever disappears is not truth. So all these things that you described, God you described, church you described, then the star you described, you see it only in one state, waking state, maybe in dream state. In the sleep, they disappear. So what is not abiding in all the 3 states same, that is not truth. Even what appears in these three states is also not truth, because these are projected on the truth itself. Now find out what is beyond these three states. That will never vanish. And you recognize that which is beyond description and beyond recognition. You have to jump out of these three states and get yourself dissolved into that transcendence. Then you will know who you are. It is always eternal. It is always eternal. So you become, who are you to call it is always eternal? You are pointing out to something else when you say it. So who is observing this eternity and being and self? No useless word can name it. So you are naming this word, eternal and being and bliss and church and stars and lights and so many things. Don't utter anything and you will see who you are. Yet useless word can name it. So no useless word can name it. Therefore don't use any word. We have spoken here before of no word. And out of this life does not change and also is completely different. So I arrive at the hotel, one with the rickshaw and driver and everything, pay the rickshaw, go to bed, sleep, all is the same and is not. I have caught a little cold, go further. I couldn't expect this letter from you. You are from Greece?
No, from Munich.
So, what confusion is this? This is God and this is star and this is light and this is church. What does it mean?
There's no confusion about it.
What?
There's no confusion about it.
No confusion about it. Okay. If no confusion, then joke?
Right.
Yeah, okay. Then okay. In joke you can say many things, you see. We enjoy jokes, you see. We go to the theater and pay for the joke, isn't it? Everyone is joking, you know.
It's good to know about
He who says, I am bound, he is joking. He who says, I am in trouble, he is joking. He who says, I am confused, he is joking. He who says, I am happy, I am enlightened, he is also joking. I am peaceful, it is what I love, happiness, all are joking. Amato Papaji. For the first time in my life, I am in India meeting a living master. This is a very touching and beautiful experience for me. I am so amazed and very happy. I feel I am on the right attack, and I feel very Jnani, who is this? I can I can't read Quand amose Gyani. Quand amose.
Con amore, Papaji. Con amore.
Quand amore.
With love.
For the first time in my life, I am in India, meeting a living master. This is a very touching and beautiful experience for me. I am so amazed, very happy. I feel I am on the
Right track. Right.
Right
right,
track.
huh?
Right track.
Right, okay, right track. I am on the right track, and I feel very privileged. Huh? But I have to confess that I am doubting if I will be able to realize myself in this life or in this future lifetime. Yet I don't feel disheartened for these doubts and obstacles.
Are these doubts obstacles?
Papaji, mi sone ina morato dite.
Very good. He says, I've fallen in love with you.
Huh?
He says he has fallen in love with you.
I agree.
D'accordo, è vero.
So let's have honeymoon together. Agree?
He said, yes, very good.
It's a very secret honeymoon. Nobody will be seeing, Understand? Do you agree?
Yes, he said, yes.
You will come alone. Nobody will be with you.
Devi venire da solo, nessuno sarà con te.
No friends, no parents, no priest.
Non mia moglie, chiaro.
Huh?
Not even his wife, he says.
Second hand love. Second hand love. Okay, not even your wife. Okay. Okay. No person, no friend. Nobody. Nobody also. For this honeymoon, I don't need anybody. Agree? Agree?
I am happy.
Huh?
I am very happy.
He's very happy, he said.
Very happy. Now, let us go to the soon. Be quick to honeymoon chamber, you see. No, nobody, okay? And no mind also. Agreed? Undress, no? Undress. Undress, you have to undress, no? Undress your mind. Agree? Okay. Then enter. This is the honeymoon. Okay? No mind, no senses, no bodies, no objects, nobody there. This is honeymoon. Understand? Now tell me, what's the taste of it? All what you described was outside, you see? I will have this in lifetime. Myself in this life or in future lifetimes, I don't feel. This is the place. And in 1 second you can get it. No? Why postpone it? Now here you want to postpone. That I can't get freedom in this lifetime or many lifetimes afterwards. I have doubts. Where are the doubts? You have undressed the mind outside. You see, there's no mind, no relations, no things, no ideas, no desires. And how do you feel here?
Bene.
What?
Bene.
Very good.
Very?
Feels without these things.
Will you run away from this?
No.
No. You got it what you could not get in this lifetime and future lifetimes. It is this. It is this only. Whenever you are going to get this lifetime or millions of next lifetimes, you have to be here in this way. In this way you have to. Why not do it here? Whenever you get, you have to enter this chamber like this, you see. Undress everything, you see. Now from here you can ask anything. Why you want to postpone it here? There is no time here, no mind here.
Sto benissimo, basta.
I feel very good, and that's all he says. There's nothing to say.
If you feel good, stay here. And that dress outside is, someone has already picked it, you see. It's not there now. You can't have this dress again, you see. It's not available anymore. You can't wear. Somebody has stolen away, you see. Now you are without any mind, any thought, any desire, any intention. What can you do? You can't move from here. Only the intention moves you, intention. Understand? This you have to understand somehow. Sitting at your feet yesterday, I felt I have finally arrived at Lucknow, finally arrived to you. I knew that the letter I wrote was an excuse for something else, beyond words, to happen, melting in tears. I love and gratitude in front of you. I knew this is the cremation of mind you were talking to me about. I wanted this satsang to last forever. Time disappeared. There were only love and gratitude and surrender. All I want is to love you and sit at your feet forever. Please allow me to drink this wine again. Let me sit at your feet. Ramayata? Who's Ramayata? Divine love, I find the most unexpected freedom. Devotion is my very blood, my very breath. In love and gratitude, Ramayana. Want anything to ask now? Nothing. Keep it, I'll go.